morning. How's everybody doing? It's Saturday morning and it's National Clown Day. So today's shave, I'm going to be using one of my favorite scents that was a collaboration, and that is clown fruit. And it was a collaboration between local gents who created the soap and PAA, who created the aftershave. My razor today is a Parker 510, and it's a 6/8 square point. As you can see, it's a very nice razor. And my brush today is very nice. It's one of my favorites, and it's got a story behind it. This is the brush, and the handle was made by local gents, and the knot is an AMAC for shaving Anthony Mackenzie knot, which is a 24 millimeter game changer. And this particular brush was made and gifted to the admins of the South Florida Wet Shavers by Anthony for a different set of soap that he made called Mystic Oud. And it matched, but it goes very well with this stuff, so we're going to use that today as well. I got my soap blooming, so just in case you're a new subscriber or I haven't explained in a while, what I do is I bloom my soap, and soap blooming isn't for any other purpose but to bring the natural soap scents, the fragrance in the soap, to the top of the soap so that it smells really nice, and it loosens up the scent, and it brings all of the essential oils, all of those scents, to the top of the soap. So you end up with something that just explodes in your shave den. And that's one of my favorite ways of determining if a soap strength is strong or not, by blooming it in my sink. And then once I bloom the soap, I could tell if it's going to be a strong soap or a mild soap. This one is pretty strong. So I'm going to take my brush and I'm going to start loading my brush up. And it's a synthetic brush, so it doesn't take that long. But as you know, synthetic brushes, their knots don't hold the water like a natural brush does. So you might have to do a reload in the middle or something to that effect. And as you can see on my face, I don't use pre-shave oil. It's just a personal preference of mine. And what I do is I take the bloom water and I will put that on my face as a type of pre-shave, but it's definitely not oil. Now I'll take my brush and I'm going to start lathering and loosening up my mustache and my beard and all of the hair on my face. Of course, I don't shave my mustache off, but you can if that's what you do. You would do that. And if you find that your soap is a little dense and you need to add a little water, most soaps out there these days could use extra water. So I will put a little dab of water in the center of my brush and just loosen it up. Might have to do that a few times. I have not shaved all week, so in essence this is my 6th day of beard growth. Hope everyone had a very good week, productive week. A lot of stuff has been going on in the world this week, just crazy stuff. So I'm just going to palm strop this a few times. I've already honed it and stropped it. And let's get shaving, right? All right, let me put my towel down so it's not going to fall off. Remember, always stretch. This is a with the grain pass. Just wipe off my blade. I haven't not, to be honest, I have not used this this soap in quite a while. And when you have a lot of soap and a lot of aftershaves, you rotate them. You just don't use them all that often. And so many new ones are coming out that it takes quite a while to run through, to process through what you have. This is one of the finest razors I own, I believe, the Parker 510. Let me wipe off the blade. See, I'm getting a lot of soap on there. Wow, this soap, when you lather it correctly, it's like marshmallow. It's really crazy. It has the consistency of like a thick marshmallow. I mean, you could see it's kind of the way it works. It really it looks like marshmallow to me. Okay, that's a nice first pass. I am going to wipe my blade off and close it up. Like I tell you guys, always close up your razor in between passes so that you don't end up, God forbid you drop your razor on the ground. If you have a tile floor or a hardwood floor or something to that effect, and you drop it and it lands on the blade, you could break your blade. You could always replace the scales pretty much, but the blade itself, if you snap the tip off or you break it, it's never a good thing. Very nice. I like the scent of this. It's very good. So the soap, the clown fruit soap, is got an extensive array of oils: wormwood, oak, absinthe, neroli, amyris, which I'm not really positive what amyris is, but it says that's what's in there. Elderberry, burnt sugar, tobacco. And it's definitely got this sweet scent to it. It's really nice. The aftershave, which was the collaboration between the soap and the aftershave, local Gent, from what I understand, local Gent made the soap and PAA made the aftershave. And the aftershave is similar, but it has alcohol, it has elderflower, essential fragrance oils, it has glycerin, it has alum, it has aloe, tobacco absolute, wormwood, oak. It's very, very similar, but it has alum and alcohol, so it's a little different, but it's pretty much spot on as far as I could scent. So now I'm going to do it against the grain, which is up. Always remember to stretch. In any direction that you're shaving, you need to stretch. Manipulating the blade in the direction is very important, so always have a good firm grip with your thumb and your forefinger on whichever direction you're shaving. Very nice. We're going to turn around, turn the blade in the opposite direction. What's important as pulling your skin when you're shaving with a straight razor is the angle that you hold the blade, because you need to be able to have a good point of sight. Another thing that's very important that I always mention is it's very important that you, when you're honing or you have your razor honed, that it's honed from the actual tip to the heel, because if you're shaving properly with a straight razor, you're using all parts of the razor. Very nice. I have a couple of small little spots that but it happens to everybody. Keep in mind when you're straight razor shaving, also closing my blade, that one of the important things also to do while you're shaving, you have to take your time. You cannot rush through a straight razor shave. That's one of the reasons why I use a straight razor mainly on the weekends and not throughout the week, because in the morning I get up and I'm in a rush to get to work. I sleep as late as I possibly can. Most of us do. And then when they wake up, or when you wake up to go to work, if you shave every day or every other day, you're grabbing a DE or whatever. If you grab a straight razor, you're defeating the purpose of shaving with that straight razor every single day. At least in my opinion, you are. Because you cannot take your time unless you're like 30 minutes or 20 minutes into a shave. My third pass is going to be across in the opposite direction. So I'm going to start at my ears and work towards my jawline, downward, like this. Now, because in my second pass, I completely went across my chin like this, I only stop here, and then when I work this side of my jawline, I'll go all the way across the opposite direction. This way I can make sure I'm shaving up, down, and across in both directions. And what that does is that gives you a closer shave that will last longer. Your hair will take longer to grow back eventually. And you must, an absolute must is, you need to learn how to shave with two hands. You have to be ambidextrous with your straight razor. And you need to stretch that skin. Very good. You get a much better shave, a longer lasting shave, if you go and you take your time. And also, not just how you hold the razor and how you stretch your skin, but as well is the angle that you shave at. And I always found that it was much easier to find the angle for yourself. Meaning I could tell you that you're supposed to use this angle. You hold the blade against your face and then you turn it out one width of the spine, and that's the angle that you should use. But everyone's beard's different. Everyone's contour is different. You might find that you need to hold that razor a little more of an angle or a little less of an angle, depending on how your face is and your beard. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful shave. Parker 510. No tugging, no pulling, just a beautiful razor. It's got these beautiful wooden scales on it. I'm going to put that down. And my soap today was Clown Fruit. It's also a local Gent, custom made brush handle. And then so let me show you. I've had this for quite a while, and you could see the color. It's a yellowish amber color, and it's really cool. I'm going to shake it up, and let's put some out onto my hand. Oh, wow. So today, National Clown Day. Stop what you're doing, make somebody laugh, be a clown, shave with something that makes you feel good, have a wonderful day, and have an even better shave, my friends. Take care.